Hello and welcome back to Tales of Berseria. Let's be blowing near Rambler right there. I've had a few bottles of cider, a good old wholesome meal of fish and chips. I've had a long day at work and it's been rubbish, and so was the day before that. But that's not important. What is important is that we move on. Now I have in between videos been grinding a little bit. Whey! We'll take on this whole Berserker team because they feel like they can take on me. That's fine. I'll show you the stats wise in just a moment after we've beaten these guys up. There we go. I mean, to be fair, I only grinded a little bit because it got very boring. I mean, grinding... It's the first time I ever got properly bored grinding, but then again, I'm getting older and time is very precious. And of course, every time you go up a level or your team goes up a level, the experience points you get from battles goes down, so it's the game's way of trying to make sure you don't overgrind, which is fine. I think that's very fair. But these are the levels of the characters. I think they're about 2 to 3 levels higher than they were in the previous video. Maybe more, who knows. And in terms of expeditions, you know, I did some expeditions off screen, but I've made sure that this land is complete. I don't actually know off the top of my head what is the complete criteria, but we're now currently at Sheagle Island. It's literally been nothing major to really reveal, but while that's going on, since we've now been to every single place available to us on the expeditions, we might as well go for trying to complete all the areas in terms of finding all the things there. Again, I don't know what the criteria is. Maybe we'll find out this video, maybe we won't, maybe you guys and girls know. Maybe it doesn't really matter. Either way, at some point, we will know. But what we are going to do before we do go back, because remember, we did save in the village of where everything's going down, old Velvet's home village, where we thought, wait a minute, what the fuck's going on? We're still going to find that out. But it turns out when I saved at that point, you couldn't actually leave the village. So I had to reload a previous save file outside of the village that I did set up in the video of last time. But obviously I don't remember that because I'm drunk. But I remember that now because I'm drunk. So somewhere along the lines in a alternative dimension of the universe, that makes sense. I even reloaded that part of the game that I saved where we were outside the village and went to some grinding. But I found both of... Well, I say both. I don't know how many marks there are that we need to fight. I thought there was 3. But that's off the top of my head. But either way, there are 2 marks we're going to fight before we go back to the village. Back to where we ended up in the last video, and then finding out where we're at. So the first mark is this dude here. No idea what he's like to battle. Didn't do it on screen, so let's find out. As in, I didn't find out off screen what he's like to fight. I'm going to assume quite tricky. Just because he's spawned diminutive does not mean that he's going to be easy. Size, of course, does not matter when it comes to things like this. In real life, of course, we all know that size does matter. Nobody likes to accept that fact. Lots of people like to try and get around that fact. But it is a real thing. Also, I bought some healing items and I came across a grape gel. A grape gel is actually the next step up from a peach gel. You get more healings, but I forgot to replenish before this video recording. So, we're at a slight disadvantage. So I think if we can beat this skunky dude beforehand, I will go back to the town that we were at previous and go buy some stuff. Simply because I don't particularly want to go to the next guy underprepared. Now, currently we are now halfway through his health, or nearly halfway. Actually, no, that's a lie. We're probably at least a third of the way through. Need to use another grape gel, which is what we're going to do. Except that did not work. The grape gel actually didn't work. We are kind of in the screwy bit. I'm going to try again. That's more like it. Yeah, I have to say, we are reaching a point now, at least in the game, where grinding is getting more difficult because the enemies are quite strong, and there was a couple of times where I absolutely got hammered when grinding for levels. Some of the enemy combinations I came across actually thrashed me. They got me like in a bit of a stun lock, you know, when they can paralyze you, you get the star symbol spinning around your head, so when you paralyze them or stun them. That happened a lot, and as a result of that, it got a bit... it did get quite hard sometimes grinding. If you got caught off guard, it was very annoying, but we managed to somehow get around that and work with it. This skunk dude is proved to be quite a tricky little man, I have to say. It's really is pushing my buttons. He's nearly dead, but look at the amount of damage he can do very quickly. I think he's got like some sort of like generic or general stun ability. But hopefully we've now been able to beat him, which we have, which is good. The Topaz boots have been equipped. My glacites has the ability to trigger a random skill which can halve SG consumption. That could be useful. It may be that it doesn't really relate to us, but either way, that's a good thing. Right, okay, so what we're going to do then is we're going to ignore these guys. We're not going to do any fighting of these dudes, especially the dangerous runes. I did do a lot of dangerous fights off screen because they gave you a lot of experience points, so they made grinding a bit easier. But we're going to go back to the town that we were at previous, not the village, but the one before it. And we're going to just top up on some healing stuff. It may be unnecessary, but we've got a second mark to fight. That was the skunky dude. I know that was one of the marks. I want to fight the other mark, which is a lot bigger than the skunky dude. Which is why I wasn't going to sort of say, oh, the skunky dude is small, he's easy. No, he was a tricky one, that one. He was a tricky blighter, and had us on the ropes a few times just then. But the big dude, though, ooh, well, it's basically essentially a big wild boar. Yeah, I'm sure he's quite tough. So I'd like to at least fully stock up on healing items and revival items before we do, which I should have done off screen, but I've completely forgot. I do apologise. Which is why we're recording it now. You could skip ahead in the video because it's YouTube, that you have the ability to do that. But if you don't care or just want to hear me ramble about rubbish, we will go and buy some healing items. It will not take long. Well, it'll take some time, but hopefully not too long. In the meantime, as I cough to death from smoking and flu, I actually kind of wanted to talk about, well, I suppose I don't really want to talk about it because it's not really my business, but if you haven't decided to skip ahead, what I would like to talk about is what's been going on with the Star Wars movie that's coming out, or come out already. I think it's already out now. No, that's a lie. By the time this video goes up, it may be out, but at the time of recording, I think it's like 1 day away. It comes out officially on the 20th of December, but it's been released in Hollywood on the 16th, so therefore you can get reviews and stuff like that. It's currently sitting, at the time of the recording, at like 57 or 58% on Rotten Tomatoes, and that is due to critics' reviews and audience reviews. And apparently it's really not gone down well, and from the critics' perspective, the reason why it hasn't gone down well is the fact that they believe the film panders to fans, and as a result it's not very focused and it's a bit all over the place. And yet the fans don't like it because it apparently it just doesn't cater to them. It's not a broken film per se, but it just really tarnishes the Skywalker sort of saga, and they actually, some fans are saying that the original, well, I say the original, the prequel trilogy, the Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith, and those films, by the way, I have a soft spot for the Phantom Menace. It's a terrible film. It really is a terrible film. For some reason, I kind of like it. I remember seeing it at the cinema when I was really, really young. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the film, and still do today. But it is a bad film, because it's very boring. But I, for some reason, have a soft spot for it. Maybe because I played a lot of the game on PlayStation, and that's the reason why. But either way, I actually like the Phantom Menace. I know that's controversial, but I actually do. But I will not turn around and say it's a good film and a hidden gem. It's not. It's a very bad film. Oh, feck! It's a Whiskey Encounter, which is not the end of the world, but it's a bit of a digression or a diversion to what we need to do. We'll fight them while we talk about Star Wars. But I did like the Phantom Menace. It was, at least in terms of the prequel movies, it was the most entertaining. The Attack of the Clones, in my opinion, is just shit. It really is. It's awful. It wasn't better than the Phantom Menace. It was worse, and it was worse because I remember watching it. I actually rented it. We didn't watch it at the cinema. My family rented it from our local video store. Yes, I'm that old. We rented it and we were watching it. Oh, we were so bored, and it was very boring, and it still is a very boring film. It's just a boring film. It is crap. There are one or two goodish bits, like at the beginning, at the end, and that's not to sound a bit like insulting to it, but it's just shit. It was so boring. And of course, the guy who played Anakin Skywalker was not a very good actor, at least for the role of Anakin Skywalker. I'm not saying he hasn't starred and acted in better movies or come out of a shell and been a better actor in certain types of movies, not at all, but at least for the Star Wars film, he was awful. I mean, the child actor for Anakin Skywalker in The Phantom Menace is awful, they no mistake about it, but he was like not as awful. It's my opinion, by the way, but he would say that's just Jesus Christ, he was awful. And then Revenge of the Sith was still bad. It's a bad film. I mean, it's a lot better than Attack of the Clones in that it's not as boring, but it's still an awful film. So long and so tedious, and there's so many things they could have done better or streamlined or just made a bit more. They should have gone full ham with it and really made it quite dark, and they just kind of didn't. They did some dark moments in it, but the film should have been dark. It should have been a really dark, balls out R-rated film, you know. So yeah, this is the point where Anakin Skywalker becomes Darth Vader. It was a fucked up moment. It really should have gone full ham, and I just didn't feel like it did. Some people there were probably satisfied with it. I just wasn't. But I'm not really a diehard Star Wars fan, so obviously take my opinion with a pinch of salt there. If you're a diehard Star Wars fan and you loved it, I'm fine with it. Don't get me wrong. I don't disagree with you. I just didn't think it was that good. But I did go and watch. I like Star Wars 1, as crap as it is. I mean, Star Wars, when I say Star Wars 1, I mean Star Wars Episode 4, as it turned out to be. That in itself is not a good film either, but it's groundbreaking, it's iconic, and I like it. I love it. I think it's a great film. But it's not perfect. The Empire Strikes Back, however, that is a bloody good film. That really did, for me at least, sort of borderline what it was like to make the Star Wars universe a bit dark. It was good. Some people are mixed about it, but I think Empire Strikes Back is the best Star Wars film. It's just... It is. It's not perfect again, but it is, in my opinion, it was definitely a good balance of dark, hopelessness, drama, fun. It's a great film. Empire Strikes Back for me is one of the best Star Wars films, if not the best Star Wars film. It really is a good film. And then I have a soft spot for Return of the Jedi. Episode 6, I think that's what it's called. I could be wrong, in which case I apologise. It's been a long time since I've watched it, but as a kid I loved Return of the Jedi. It's crap, but I love it. I have a soft spot for it. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm one of those kids who was like, good ending, yay, and then all the stupid Ewoks or whatever it was. Don't get me wrong, it's a stupid film, but I have a soft spot for it. I really like it. I do like the Return of the Jedi. But again, in terms of the original trilogy, Empire Strikes Back is the superior film. And then I saw The Force Awakens. I like The Force Awakens, but you're right, as in everybody else has said it is a retread of the original film. It's a complete rehash of the original film in terms of plot points and devices, but I liked it. I thought it was a safe bet. Yeah, it should have been a bit more risky. Yeah, it should have taken the series in a different direction. I understand that, and I agree with that. But from the fact that it was Disney and they were playing it safe to get as much money as possible, and they were kind of testing the waters to see if anybody else still really cares about Star Wars, it was good. I enjoyed The Force Awakens. It's not perfect, it's kind of bland in a way, but I thought it was a great film. And then The Last Jedi came out, and controversially, if that's the way to pronounce it, I kind of like The Last Jedi, but I also think it's a crap film, but I actually quite enjoyed it. But again, I'd say that because I just enjoyed it. I watched it at the cinema, and I liked the fact that it tried to just sort of say, yeah, you know all the story bits we developed in The Force Awakens? Yeah, fuck that shit. That's just that's bollocks. I kind of thought it was a bold move, if a wrong move, but a bold move nonetheless. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the Last Jedi, but I must admit that Luke Skywalker in it, Mark Hamill, God bless his soul. Yeah, he was badly treated in that film. That wasn't Luke Skywalker. That shouldn't have been Luke Skywalker. The way they treated that was just absolute horseshit. Yeah, Mark Hamill was right. They fucked that up. But I still enjoyed it. I enjoyed the film for what it was. But in terms of a Star Wars film, where the saga is at, it's not good. And And then this one, with its mixed opinions, apparently is the worst of the worst, if you can call it that. I think I'll enjoy it. I haven't seen it yet. I will go and see it at some point, or watch it on Netflix. I will see it because I think, yeah, why not? It's Star Wars. But yeah, it's been sort of slated and bashed by both fans and the critics, which is why I want to see it, because I actually probably will go again. Like I said, I'll probably enjoy it. I think it's alright. But apparently, from what I've heard, and I'm not going to reveal any spoilers or anything, but I've heard that it tries to pander to too many safe demographics. You know, in this day and age where everyone's politically correct and woke and all that, it panders to that, and a lot of media articles are trying to push that as a good thing about it. Which I don't really give a shit about, because I know where I stand with things like that in real life, and if you don't like it, fuck you. But I'm quite okay with the issues that it raises in the film. When I say quite okay, I mean I am okay. I don't give a toss, as long as you're happy, not causing any problems, and you're in love. If love is a concept, or that is a concept, but if love is a part of said issue, and you're fine with it, I don't give a shit, as long as you're happy and you're not a dick. That's all I care about. I don't care. If you're not a dick, I will call you out on it. I mean, if you are a dick, I'll call you out on it. If you're not a dick, that's great. If you are a dick, I'll call you out on it. But I'm a dick. I'm honest about it. But anyway, brushing that aside, I've heard lots of mixed things about it. As long as it's fun, I don't give a toss, to be honest. But if you're a diehard Star Wars fan, I've heard, yeah, it's not good. And I do feel for you. But we'll see what happens when it gets released to the general public. It's only been released at this point according to Hollywood and critics and some fans who got a chance to see it. I don't know. Maybe I'll talk about it more at a later date. But for right now, we have stalled enough. We're going back to the village. I think I have to see this cutscene again, but we're going to skip all that because we saw this all last video. Blah, 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 because it says old save file. Yeah, we've seen all that. Shock, horror, everything's normal. Right!
Velvet, let's go to your house and see.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
We will go to your house. I am very curious. I think all of us are curious. The ones who know not about the story of this game, and the ones who are knowledgeable about the plot and know what's going on, they are curious about my reaction. Maybe. I don't know. So either way, let's find out. Let's talk to people. Hello, people. What have we got to say? Talk. If you were alive this whole time, why didn't you send word? Where were you? What were you up to? Leave her be. She's back home. It's all that matters now. See, that's what this is what's curious about this. Is if this is a fake setup, which I'm not saying it isn't, but if it is, why is it some villagers are attacking her for being away, for being alive, and yet some villagers are like, don't attack her. It's fine. She's here now. It's cool. But that's a weird thing. I've got to finish off my cider while we're doing this. But yeah, I'm curious. I can't wait to see where this goes. I'm so excited. There'll be plenty of time to catch up later. Go on and see Laffy's set. What is going on? Welcome back, Velvet. I can't express how happy I am to see you safe. Salika must have been watching over you. That's her sister, isn't it? I believe. Welcome back, Velvet. I can't express how happy I am to see you safe. Salika must have been watching over you. You said the same thing. Okay, obviously speaking to the wrong girl. That's the one I want to speak to. Oh, wrong guy? Wrong girl? Well, no, they're both girls, I think. I'm going to go with that. Velvet, Laphicet is to just go and see him. So everyone's building up Laphicet then, so I'm fascinated. The treasure chest is open from the time that we opened it, I guess. So if Laphicet is alive, I don't know. I can't speculate. I must know. Obviously, I missed you, Velvet. Look, Othelina became a mommy while you were gone. This new little kitten is called Othelinia. Wow, you knew. Okay, what the fuck? It's Velvet. I haven't seen you since I was a kid. But you still are a kid. Ah! This is all fake.
Luffy's alive?
I don't know.
What's wrong?
What the fuck?
That didn't break it.
Next time you suspect an illusory art, test out your theory on yourself.
You think we're all seeing an illusion?
It's possible. It wouldn't be the first time.
But an entire village? That shouldn't be possible. Shouldn't be, no.
How do we approach this? Try to break it apart at the seams somehow?
No. For now, we and our enemies share the same goal. Come on. Help me look for the Therian.
Sure.
Yes, the Therian.
I think I'll stick with Velvet.
I won't stop you.
Keep a close eye on her. I don't think she's entirely right in the head at the moment.
Yeah.
I still think Nico is the Therian. I think Nico's done this. Nico died and came back as the Therian. Is it really you? You're alive, I'm glad. Nico was right all along. Yeah, I've got a feeling. Unless Laphicet's become the Therian. That's a theory I hadn't thought of. Maybe Laphicet's the Therian. We have to kill him. Ooh. That is... Do you know what? That's a possibility. I hadn't even thought of that. Ooh, and therefore Laphicet has built this illusion. I don't know where the house is. I must go to a house. Oh, I'm fascinated now. Maybe Laphicet's done this. Ooh, there is a herb and it's a red sage. Somebody said in the comments previous that the herbs grow back. That has... I think that's true. Because when I was grinding in the other area that we just left before we came to this village, you know, the area we just walked through in the beginning of this video, if you watched a bit, I've been picking up herbs and they have been coming back or respawning. I don't know if that's because of this game, at the point of this game, that that's what's happened, or whether it's a glitch or something, but they definitely have been respawning. Ooh, whoa. Cancel. So Cheagle Island's now complete. Don't even know why.
Scout ship.
Honestly, don't know. Don't care. Either way. Interesting. Oh, that's now blocked. Why is this blocked? I stay out Tranquil Woods. Where's that? The rain has caused a lot of landslides. Where does it say? Excuse me, the road isn't there anymore. We need to make a new road, and when we do, we'll be counting on your help. I would be glad to, says Velvet. Well, I guess this is legit. Right, so where's Laphicet's house then? That's in Laphicet's house. Where's our house? I'm confused where it is. I can't remember. It's not there. It's got to be. This is it. Ew. Where's our house? Why haven't we got access to our house? Oh, right, we're going to go this way. I blocked ourselves off. My bad. I completely the wrong sort of thing. Before we hit the start... Oh, no, we have to hit the start. Okay, that's fine.
My home. It hasn't changed a bit.
We need to be careful, Velvet. Eisen thinks this could be a trap.
You think Nico and everyone are being controlled?
I don't know. It's
Well,
just...
yeah, this is where it's going to end up being that way,
You
isn't
think
it?
it could be Melchior's doing. But even so...
Ooh.
Not going to work on me.
Why does cutting yourself stop you from doing
You're
that?
insane. People can fight against pain, but...
Yeah, we always succumb to it in the end. So what the fuck is going on? He's ill.
I won't be deceived by this.
Yes,
You'll
go,
open your
Velvet.
wound.
I don't think she'll mind. She has to know.
You're warm,
Uh-oh.
Luffy. You're really alive.
Either that or he's a Therion. One of these two. Oh, I'm so curious.
Luffy? He's been asleep. Ever since that day.
What day? Oh,
I
the day
found
he
him
was
at the shrine.
killed.
Collapsed on the ground. His wounds healed, but he's never woken up.
If he's still alive, that's all that matters.
Right.
I'll find a way to wake you again, Luffy. I swear I will. We'll be together.
So he's in a coma then. Give him a kiss.
I
Let it
still
go.
have to thank you for this comb after all.
That is true.
So that's where Velvet's comb came from.
Yes. So, he's in a coma? What the fuck is going on here?
Did Lord Artorias really try to sacrifice such a defenseless child?
Yeah, we saw it. I mean, you didn't, but we
What's
did.
wrong, Laphicet? You don't look like your usual perky self.
I'm okay.
Yes.
I'm just glad Velvet's alright.
You're being replaced.
What? Your name is Laphicet too? What a weird coincidence.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Maybe those two are the same
Hey,
person.
sorry about all that, you guys.
What?
Don't worry
As in,
about
like
it.
Laphicet and
What are we
that
going to do
Laphicet
now?
or Fee is the same person? They've been split.
If it were me, I'd make Laphicet something he really likes for dinner tonight. He can handle soup. Maybe he'll notice the smell of your cooking and it'll wake him up. Yeah, maybe I should. Would you watch after him while I go buy what I need?
See,
Of
Velvet's
course.
buying into this. I
am at your
mean,
beck and call.
Is there anything I can do to help too?
he's gonna
Yes,
get shot
please.
down.
I'll need you to be my taste tester.
No, she's involving him. Okay, so she's buying into this because she said,
All
that
right.
he was warm.
First, I'm going to whip up my special quiche, and then I'll throw in tomato and egg soup and some pudding.
I didn't even know your face had smile muscles.
So I've got a feeling this is going to end bad.
I wonder if they've located the Therian.
Let's just leave that to them.
You're not
I
curious?
think Laphicet's the
Of course I
Therian.
am.
It's either
But
Laphicet or
for
Nico.
Right now, I want to stay close to Velvet. I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Yeah, I have.
Something more important than finding the Therian?
Yeah. My stomach is twisted, and I've got a chill up my spine.
Yeah,
I'm really
something's not right.
scared.
It's not going
Very
to end well.
I trust your feelings.
I do
We'll
too.
leave the Therian to Rokuro and Aizen and stay with Velvet then.
Thanks, Eleanor.
Magilu, what will you do?
Whatever I feel like.
I shouldn't have asked.
Thanks anyway, Magilu. Are you sure you're doing the right thing?
In the end, whatever happens, happens. Wiser words never spoken, right?
She's been the observer. And she does, or she has filled this role. And she, to be fair to Maggie Lou, as much as I don't like her character much, she's doing the right thing here. So, yeah, I still got a feeling it's going to end bad. It's difficult. I'm saying either Nico or Laphicet is a Therion. There's obviously a Therion here. Therion has created this illusion. It's just a question. Oh, hello, catty thing. We shall open you. In memory? In honour of Kitty Guardian. In memory. What the bloody hell am I on about? He hasn't died yet. If he has at all. Kitty, if you're watching this, I apologise. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm drunk on cider. Kitty, I am opening this in your honour. That's what I'm doing. Earth Norman hats. There you go. You've given me an Earth Norman hat thingy and thingy. I'll tell you what we're going to do. I said I'd tell you what we're going to do. In honour of Kitty Guardian. And there's lots of things I need to honour him by, and lots of things I need to sort out. Where is what we just opened up? Bugger and balls! Where is it? Oh, my drunken brain. Oh. Costume. Oh. Hair. Oh. I can change the gearboard? I didn't even know I could do that. Right. Okay. I was going to honour you by looking at things, but it's not worked. So, I was going to wear that costume, but it didn't work. I don't know why, it just didn't work the way I thought it was going to work. Balls! Is there anything cat-like I can put on him? Her. I'm so confused. Cat things. Where's the cat things? There's no cat things! Oh my god. Whoa! I forgot about you lot. There's nothing cat-like. I was so disappointed. Okay, Kitty, I was going to honour you with something, but it did not work out. But don't worry, I shall honour you elsewhere in another ways. As in, when I'm not drunk and I'm sober and I have time, I shall do so. And no, don't ask me don't ask me to play Ark. I have tried. My computer can't run it for a start. I just don't like Ark, I'm sorry. I owe you some stuff anyway, so I need to sort that out with you at some point. But anyway, that's by the by. Let us now carry on the story, and then we'll sort that out later. So, with that said and done, I don't know, will you? See, she's buying into this. Have you got sexier since you were gone? Holy shit, girl. You're into Velvet? I'm not gonna lie. if you don't mind being devoured by a demonic hand, Velvet is definitely up your street. Oh, come on, you creep. Sorry. Look. Get the fuck out. I guess that male guy was saying that, but either way, Velvet is so into girls. It's just spells out. It's been a while, Velvet. I'm really grown up since the last time you saw me, right? I'm a whole inch taller now. Look how tall you've gotten. I know, it's all lies. Hooray, Velvet's back. Let's roast a whole rat pig and celebrate. We could do that.
It's been a long time, hasn't it, Velvet? I wanted to apologize to you for ages now.
Apologize? What for?
That business with Arthur. Back then, I said he seemed like a fraud. I know you took it pretty hard, but if he wasn't there 3 years ago, our village would have been destroyed. I'm sorry I doubted him.
I didn't trust him then either. I only realized how amazing of a person he was when he saved all of our lives. I'm ashamed of myself. All this time we've been feeling terrible, thinking we may have driven you to leave the village. Please, forgive us.
That's not... I didn't...
Where have you been these past 3 years? It must have been tough living on your own, without any family to help you. Sorry, you don't have to talk about it if it hurts. But if you ever feel like talking, we're here for you.
I know we can't make up for all the pain we put you through, but if there's anything we can do, just ask. And if you'd like, you're always welcome to come back. The whole village would welcome you with open arms.
I've got a feeling this is Arthur or Artorias is doing. I think he's trying to subdue us because I think he's genuinely scared of Velvet. I think he thinks that Velvet can potentially go after him and upset his plans. Unless this is all part of his grand plan to deceive her into thinking that she can't beat him, but then she'll overcome it and then do beat him. But because of that setback and then beating him, overcoming thing, that was enough for him to set up his real plan. As in like a double, triple twist or whatever the fuck. Maybe. But I think this is Artorias. I think he's trying to put her off guard. Yeah, with anything, let me know. It's no bother, honest. That's right. Able will always be your hometown. Yeah, but it got eaten by demons. And as far as I'm concerned, you're all a bunch of demons. And we're going to have to kill you all. So, well, let's just meet to you and be friends. And then when you're not looking, I'll slash your throats.
Between
in terms
the
of the
cold,
video
the
game
famine,
YouTube,
and the demon
don't
blight, there were times I thought the world was done for. But over the past 3 years, I've stopped worrying.
I know we're overly reliant on Arthur and the exorcists, but this village has changed. The exorcists taught us that there are things the demons hate. We can't defeat them, but we can keep them away.
It's peaceful now. Exorcists stop by on patrol every now and then. We haven't had a case of demon blight since what happened to your sister was horrible. But you and Laphicet should try to move on. Make the most of your lives.
It was Laphicet was killed.
Soon. I'm sure he will.
Yeah, it was Laphicet. See, that's red alarm number 1. Laphicet was killed. So a lot's happened to you since you disappeared, but as long as you're back safe, that's what counts. You should probably guess right. Yeah, this is fucked up. Could have a lot. Feel free to say as long as you're like, yeah, I'm sorry, this is all lies. All lies. It's a nice peaceful village at first glance anyway. You do what you need to do. We'll be fine on our own. Alright, I trust you, bro. You're back. Look, well, I got another baby. Boy this time? Yeah, doesn't he look strong? Velvet, I'm getting married next month. Came back at just the right time. Promise you'll come to my wedding. I wouldn't miss it for the world. See, this is so sad because Velvet still has a heart, and this is just pandering to her heart. It's so evil because Velvet is a good person. Hard and wants vengeance, and I get her completely, but she still has that heart. She just sums me up big time.
It's been forever. Great to see you. You haven't changed a whit.
What do you mean by that?
It fucking have. Look how sexy
Have
she
you
is.
seen Nico yet?
I have.
She's as full of life as she always was, right? Come to think of it, nothing's really changed much, has it?
I suppose not. By the way, how are Orthy and Russ doing?
Those pups haven't changed a whit either. They saw a guy with a big sword walking with a dour-eyed fellow in black. They freaked out and hightailed it.
That would be Rokuro and Aizen.
Those dogs are as cowardly as always.
I was gonna say, who was that guy?
What part
Or
of
guys?
Velvet hasn't changed a whit?
She doesn't have any makeup on?
Uh-huh.
That was a weak excuse. I'm so very glad you're safe, Velvet. It's worth staying single all this time. Okay, jovial youth. I'll give you credit, bro. You got balls. Aim high, you'll probably fail. I did recently. But the point being is aim high anyway, because it's worth a shot.
The coming of the Malachim are a gift from the Empyreans, a reward for our repentance and our renewed prayers. The Malachim are our blades against the demons, and the exorcists the hands that wield them. Humanity's hope.
You never change. Want me to take you home this time?
No! Don't treat me like I'm senile!
Okay.
Oh! It's you, Velvet. Be careful when fighting prickle boars.
If they charge you, punch them in the nose, right?
No! Throw sand in their eyes!
Sand in the eyes. Got it.
You finally started listening to me. You're 16. You've really grown.
Yeah.
16? But aren't you 19?
Leave her be.
You always did look out for me, dear. Your brother was a good boy, he'll be just fine. Never let go of hope. This is so deceptively evil. I love it. Oh, I love deceptively evil. Right, I shall take a break, recording, come back, which will be a moment for you, and then we shall speak to the man to buy soup ingredients. Oh, it's gonna be good. I shall be back in a moment. Okay, let's do this then. Man of soup.
Hey, could I get some eggs, milk, spinach, and tomatoes? And I'd love to know what cheese you'd recommend too.
You got it. And in celebration of your homecoming, I won't even charge. With you cooking up a feast like that, I'm sure Laphicet will wake up straight away.
Thanks. I really appreciate it.
You're getting spinach? I can't really handle it myself.
You'll never grow up strong if you don't eat your spinach, young lady.
I've done just fine without it so far, thank you.
Oh, if you insist. I'll leave it out just this once.
No, because that's what will dispel the
You
thing.
must be special. Not many folks get to be friends with an exorcist.
She's not my friend.
The way you two bicker, I find that hard to believe.
Oh yeah. Do you have any prickle boar?
Oh, I'm sorry to say that I'm out at the moment.
That's fine. I'll hunt some up myself in the tranquil woods. Just like old times.
Actually, there haven't been any prickle boars there lately. You should try the Morgana Woods instead.
Okay, I'll do that. Thanks for the tip.
Right.
You don't like spinach, right, Eleanor? Well, you know, All right, it's true.
What's wrong with that? Not many people like spinach. I do. It's great. But
Enjoying
you
herself at the shop. Quite. And she can really pick out a nice balance of foods while making every gulp count. She seems so cheerful and carefree. That's the real Velvet. I'm sure of it. Yes. An ordinary, dutiful, loving sister. I wish she could have stayed that way. She could have lived a happy life, surrounded by her friends.
Yeah, but she didn't.
Just
So.
plain Velvet Crow, sister to Lord Artorias. And maybe not Lord Artorias, but just plain Arthur. A happy, ordinary life for an ordinary girl, with a kind family and supportive friends.
Yes, we've been through this. It all went wrong. We get it, game. It's fine. Well, Laphicet is better. You'll be back to your old life. Don't you worry. That boy has a strong spirit. I did cut off some speech there. I do apologise. A horn spear? What the fuck? That's the most basic weapon. Yeah, so it's not quite right here. Now we can go to the woods. I don't know where Morgana Woods is, but I think we can go to the woods. No, we can't. I thought we could. Okay! Morgana Woods, you say? Oh, I guess we will go and do that. That's fine. I wonder what the shop sells here. Probably not much. I mean, let's have a look. I have you to thank for our trade with Taliesin. Anyone from Abel gets special treatment here. You do actually sell everything though. I need to buy some more life bottles, actually. That's a good one. All divide. I don't really want to buy. So I'm not going to buy anything else in terms of kits and equipment. So we'll just buy them. The Village is harder than ever, which makes you welcome or will return. You're tougher and more reliable than the average man, after all. So I'm not going to deny that. So, what are we actually doing then? Hunts for prickle boars. So it's in this area then. Okay, that's fine. I believe. Anyway, right. We'll use the old geo board and we'll just make our way there. I'm not going to fight any enemies because I've done some. Ooh! Ooh! I completely forgot the ting. I forgot the ting. Oh, I forgot.
Looking for prickle boars. Keep your eyes on the thickets.
Yeah, it's fine. I forgot the second mark. I blame the alcohol. Oh, yes, we fought the skunky dude. I forgot the second one. I don't even remember where he is, but he's around here somewhere. I guess we're gonna have to take part in this. No, we can skip it. Let's do the skipping. Right, okay. Let's go fight the second mark because we were going to do that, and I'm so sorry. I completely forgot. There he is, big ball bastard himself. Where is he? There he is. Ah, big this guy is. Look, he's a huge ball. One of us like supposed to be. Oh, there's only 4 of us. Ooh, that makes things interesting. Okay, let's fight him then and see if we can beat him with just as 4. I hope so, but there's only 4 of us, which is fine. Mystic Art already. That was a bit of a waste, but whatever. I have no control over it. See how we do. I mean, I bought all the stuff. I bought life bottles, which I did need. He got stunned there, which is good, but unfortunately, just impact, which didn't really do much. Just a question of just trying to. Oh, we stunned him again, which is good. I need to build up my SP meter. He used a big fiery, breathy fire attack. Stunned me again. What a dick! Therefore, we're about coming to a quarter of his health. That's alright. I think we might be able to beat this guy. A bit underprepared because of the fact we are lacking 2 people, but that's fine. Makes more of a challenge, you know? Shouldn't have used Consumer Claw. There, that was a bit. I shouldn't have done that really. Well, I've managed to get some stuff. To recharge my SP meter. He's guarding a lot, which is really annoying because I'm trying to use my art ability, but it's not working. Ah, there we go. That's more like it. Better damage there. Not great damage, but better than average. Just a question of trying to. Oop, ouch. Yeah, I think we should be able to beat him, but like I said, it's early days yet. We're about the way through this fight. I mean, this helps this damage bonus that we're getting. Doesn't help that he's guarding, because he's a bit of a douchebag. Hopefully I'll break his guard a little bit. The old consuming claw, get past. Yeah, he's dead. He is so dead. Impact. It didn't really do anything. It should have done a fair bit, but it didn't, so that's fine. Yeah, I think we got this guy. He's so dead. Yeah, we got him. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I honestly thought we were having a bit of trouble there. Grants +1 initial souls to characters wearing equipment that has been enhanced to a combined total of 25 or more times. No idea what that is. Don't know if it helps, but we beat the guy. That's what matters. So yeah, okay, so we got the second mark. Sorry about that, I completely forgot in my drunken state, but we beat him. Let's now carry on with the story, and let's go and hunt some prickle boars, which should be a lot easier. Should be a lot easier. So yeah, but it's good that the game allows us to do that. It was a bit of an extra challenge because we had 2 people less on our team, Old Ites and Rockaroo. I'll go with that. Right, prickle boars. How do I find prickle boars? There's a prickle ball. It was very easy to kill. But it's 7 experience points. That was
This is hunting? We keep this up and who knows how many we'll bring home.
Okay. That implies there's more. Okay, there is more. Okay, my bad. So yeah, they are still the prickle balls are still low level ability. That's fine. This is weird. Why is it the prickle balls are low level, everybody else is high level? There's definitely a if that isn't basically saying to you there's a disassociation going on here, yeah, I don't know what. But it's definitely some sort of illusion. And maybe Altorius, like I said, summed it up. Maybe it's his way of saying sorry or trying to placate him, placate Velvet, stop her from going for vengeance. But I just don't. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Something's not right here. And it's interesting how the game does that. There's more prickle. Oh, there is no prickle. Oh, it's back where we were, but oh, there's more. Okay, right, fine. We'll go back to where we came because apparently it's just come back. Okay, we just needed to leave the area and more will arrive. Oh god. We fight actual enemies here that are a lot harder. We can't harvest their meat because apparently it's not tender enough. It's a bit rough. Or scaly or hairy or something. I don't know. I don't know cooking. I don't cook. All I know is it's not not what we need right now.
Its guardian was...
Yeah, that's fine. Where are the prickle balls? Prickle ball! Prickle ball. Dinkleberg! Where is the prickle ball? He should be here. There he is. Yeah, the fact that they're so low level is wrong.
Okay, this should be enough.
Okay, so we've got enough.
Huh? What's wrong?
Nothing. I just feel a little sorry for them is all.
I hear you. These prickle boars might have all been family.
You going vegan on me now?
People can be
Fuck
so
you,
heartless.
Yeah, I'd forgotten this feeling. But what can you do? At the end of the day, we have to eat just as much as they do.
Yes, what can you do in this situation indeed?
I'm not going vegan if that's what you're trying to bloody get across, game. That could just bugger
Luffy's
off.
waiting for us. We should run on home now.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I've got nothing against veganism. If you're vegan, all power to you, but I am not vegan. I will not do it unless the world is literally on fire, all the animals are dead, and all I had to eat was grass. Then I would say, alright, maybe I'll be vegan. But like I said, I've got nothing against it. If people want to go vegan, trying to save the world, save animal rights, you know, because don't get me wrong, mass farming, I don't know what the word is for it. Is it mass farming? Something farming of animals? It is disgusting. And I have to admit, I'm not unawares of what goes into my food these days. It's wrong.
Hunting, laughing with friends. That was how her life used to be, wasn't it?
Yes, it reminds me of my own past.
Huh? But wasn't your village... I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. The happy times I shared with my family, I still treasure those memories. And even after the attack, I've still been able to find happiness. Eating a good meal, making new friends.
It's fair, that's pretty cool, though. Oh, fuck off,
Yes,
Bienfu.
falling in...
Love?
Look what you made me say, Bienfu!
There's nothing to be ashamed of. Most every girl's happiest memories are of her first love, after all. Don't you think there was someone special out there Velvet had feelings for? A first love?
Yeah, it was,
Do you really think so?
well, probably Nico.
That's enough of that talk, Bienfu. You sound like an old man.
No! I'm only 150 years old and already being treated like an old man!
It's your own fault, you opened up your big mouth.
But still, I would like to meet the guy Velvet first fell for.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Guy.
I see. You're a guy.
Guy. It wasn't a guy, trust me. Oh, it was not a guy. If the game actually sort of like promotes, well, let's say promotes, if the guy actually makes out the Velvet's gay, I'd be fine with that. Like I said, I always have a problem with media, like games, movies, books, when they try to promote progressive topics like homosexuality and bisexuality and all that sort of transgender, or whatever you can think of. They always... No, that's a lie, it's too general. A lot of the time it comes across as too forced, or it comes across as too... Oh, we'll put that in because we'll pander to the gay community, or we'll pander that to the whatever community, because that's all they'll talk about. And you just think to yourself, yeah, well, these people who want equal representation, equal rights, and what have you, just want to be treated fairly, they have other things they're interested in and talk about. They want to see a good story. They want to they want to talk about things that are relevant to the universe, not just, oh, I'm gay and that's everything I talk about. They want to, they do and feel things that I feel, and that should be allowed. And therefore you should give them something genuinely good and authentic and organic, not just pandering to them. They want that. They want just to say, look, I'm gay, bisexual, whatever. Just treat me like a human being. I want the same as everybody else does. Give us a good story.
I'm happy for you. So, what's your plan now?
Make soup.
You guys are snooping around the village.
Yeah, we wanted to check out that shrine too, but we got stopped. Apparently, the Abbey's designated it off-limits.
Where the Therian is.
If there's a Therian around, it's probably there.
I'm going to draw it out. If this is a trap, things may turn violent. Either way, this place is about to get a lot less tranquil.
The same as everywhere else I've been.
You can quit here if you like, but I'm going to keep on fighting the Abbey.
Good for you, Ison.
And if I try to stop you, you'll insist, I presume.
Velvet, no!
Uh-oh.
I'll give you 1 day. Once you've made up your mind, come meet me at the Cape.
I'm with him. How tomorrow shakes out depends on what you decide, Velvet.
But Nick...
Your hand... It's...
As you can see, I'm a demon. 3 years ago, I was the one who attacked this village and...
I don't want to hear it! Demon, or no demon, you're still you. Okay, so you're scary. I'll get used to it.
Nico's your love. Just shag, for God's sake.
I promise. I'll keep it a secret. Let's just live here in the village like we used to, okay? You, me, and everyone else.
Nico.
Uh-oh. They're holding hands! Kiss! Kiss, 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 kiss. God damn it, game, you have to censor it. God, that would have been fun. See, that's organic. I believed them. I believed them. I didn't feel that was forced at all.
That was
Nope,
rather
couldn't
good,
even get
Velvet.
that. 0 out of 10.
Yeah. Laphicet gets a gold star for being such a good taste tester, too.
Tomorrow, I'll fix you up a nice stew.
Look, so your current soup did not work? What the fuck, Velvet? Yeah, 3 years. It's been 3 years. You've lost your touch.
Hey, is this... It's the original copy of the book on Enominat. And all the pages are here.
Oh.
Hey, Fee. Can I borrow your compass real quick? I'll give it right back.
I just remembered that was there.
Alright.
I just remembered about that book. Or at least, as in, like, I remembered it's a plot device, but... Oh.
He really wanted a compass, more than anything else. Just like you, he loved to stare out at the sea, wondering what's on the other side. He wanted to go adventuring someday.
It's the same thing.
I didn't know that.
Look, you two are the same thing, just
I
fused
bet
together.
once he wakes up, you two will be really good friends.
So, this is what your life used to be like before everything happened, huh?
What's gotten into you?
Velvet?
Maybe I made the pudding a little too sweet.
Velvet, how do you know what it tastes like?
Good point. Good point. She can't taste anything.
I think I'll get myself some
I
shut-eye.
forgot about that.
But what are you going to do about tomorrow?
Magilu, are there arts that let the caster manipulate dreams?
Huh? Dreams? Why?
Yeah,
There is, yes. An art that requires a certain type of Moloch.
Ooh.
It envelops you in a fog and reads your regrets, then traps you in a happy dream.
Oh, here we go.
An art that reads your regrets and shows you happiness.
Oh, go Velvet. Go Velvet.
I'm
Go.
going to the Cape.
That's
Now? What on earth's gotten into you?
it. Oh, well, gee, did she not...
Velvet.
She just spelt it out. She just spelt it out, and now he's waking up
Velvet.
because she's clocked onto it.
Go.
Go.
Stay here.
No.
Stay with me.
No. It's the dream. She's right. Take the compass away.
This is Fee's compass.
Yes! Go, girl. Oh, she knew it.
I'm sorry, Laffy.
No, don't. Wait,
No.
Velvet, wait.
Yes.
Don't leave me
He's
here.
dead. Oh. Yes, Velvet. You've got to do it. Oh, so there's a Malik that's doing this then.
Fog. Is this what Magilu was talking
A
about?
Malik's
We're
done
going to the
this.
Cape Shrine. It's time to drag out the Therian.
A Malik? Yeah, but it's a Malik that's doing it. What the fuck? It's a Malik. So what's going on here? It's Nico, isn't it? It's not Laffy, it's Nico. So it can't be Laffy, so it's Nico? It's Nico.
Velvet! There you are.
Velvet, you have to stop your friends. They keep saying they're going to the Cape, and they just won't listen.
The Abbey's forbidden anyone from going inside. We'll all be punished if anyone breaks the rules.
I hate to say it, Nico, but I think I'm a terrible person.
Now you're a noble one.
I really thought I could have my old life back again, and I could forget everything else. I tried to act like I was doing it for Laffy, but it was all for myself. But I can't forget. I shouldn't forget. Laffy is dead. He was murdered without even knowing why. I will never forgive that. Ever! So get out of my way. If you don't, I'll devour you again!
Yes!
Velvet. Why?
Devour her. What's going on? Oh, this is so cool!
Why must you do this?
Oh, this is so cool!
There we go! The truth at last!
Yes! Oh, this is so cool! Oh, it's all gone bad now. Oh, I like this.
You're color me surprised. I didn't think you'd actually tough it out.
What are you talking about? Focus on the monsters, sweetie pie.
Yeah, Baggy's just trying to be the third person, but yeah, she saw it. Oh, this is good. This is good stuff. Right. Yeah, that was too easy. We leveled up far too much for that one. Ooh, so who's causing this? I thought it was Nico. I was
This
wrong.
way. The shrine's through these woods!
Hey, mind telling me what the hell's going on?
It's a trap. Trap. Our enemy spun an illusion based on Velvet's dreams.
That's a nasty little art.
It is.
But Velvet saw through it all?
She did.
Well,
Even
with a
if
little
it's
help
a
of Baggy
Such
Louie, it must be said.
brutality on her part.
Velvet's always been our brutal poodle. But to shake off the dream by herself, now that's something.
You can't say that.
The boundary
You
between
helped her out a
dreams
little
and
bit there.
reality is demarcated solely by one's own heart. What? I'm saying she's wowie zowie cool beans. Come on.
Very, very cool beats. Alright, gotta quickly pause the recording to make sure everything's recording okay, and we'll carry on. Oh, it's getting spicy now. Right, let's find out. Ooh, I'm intrigued. So, yes, what's going wrong?
It was all a dream. Hell, even if it wasn't, I won't turn back!
Good girl. That's the way to do it. I can't go up that way. Boo! Okay, fine. So, which Therion's causing this then? If it's a Therion, because it said it was Malak. And Malak can do this, so... Okay, an undead sorcerer? Well, I'll happily take them on. I hope I can beat them. I did grind, so... It shouldn't be too bad. So, is it... It must be one of the key people we've met earlier, like only briefly, so I don't remember them off the top of my head, but I'm sure when we see them we'll be like, oh, it's you, yeah, we vaguely remember you from the past. But it is very interesting. Ow! Ow! They exploded with the blowy boogie thing, but luckily we've got some vengeance from Eleanor. Good girl. These enemies are actually quite tough. They do a lot of damage to us. I mean, we're damaging them a lot as well, but even so. I'm not going to grind them, but we'll keep an eye out because, yeah, this is quite nasty stuff. I'll try and get the grid if we can, unless that's an illusion in itself, but we'll have a look. Okay. Oh shit, that's not good. I did not mean to have a dangerous encounter at this point. I'm going to use these up. This is a bit of a bummer that we've got it, because if we don't, we will get stunned. As I learned from grinding off screen in slow motion. Except I didn't grind off screen in slow motion, because if I don't use Bandicam, it doesn't drag the video out as in terms of frame rate and poor quality. But then again, Bandicam's a lot better than Fraps. Fraps is just too resource hungry. If I could somehow beat these guys, that'd be great, but I've got a feeling it's going to be a bit of a struggle. I think we're doing okay though. I think we're doing enough. I missed completely there, that's a bummer. We're at full 5 SP meter or whatever it is, so it's slow motion. We should be able to get out of this. How's everybody doing for health? Perfectly fine. We're not doing so great, but that's okay. Go. We're getting there. We should be taking them out now. Should be able to be a handful there. Bloody mage is back, but we managed to stun lock him, which is good. Try and take him out as quick as we can. I don't like him. He's quite tough. I mean, I was right in that Nico was something, but not a Therion. So I'm just curious. But they said a Malakim has done this. So. Are Therians Malakim as well? I thought they were their own separate entity. I guess I've forgotten a key story arc on that front. It's very possible. What isn't forgotten is the fact that these bloody dangerous battles take so fucking long! So it's completely unplanned, but it's not meant to be fighting these guys. Look at the damage we're doing here, this is insane. There's still more enemies! Come on, I know it's a dangerous encounter, there's always a load of enemies, but this is going on way too long. Yay, finally, bloody hell.
I thought we were done for.
Well, we weren't done for, but we were delayed, so to speak. Just so we can get the grid, but like I said, we'll grab it if we can. There we go. Just here. Apple gel. Don't need that one. But it means we get a bit of a shortcut, that's fine. Because like I said, grinding wise, we should be fine. I just want to get to the story bit. I did all that outside of the videos. We just ended back in the feckin' village. Oh, cocking balls! Go this way. I've just gone completely backwards because I'm an idiot. That much is true. Okay, so I guess we can go down this way. No, we can't. Okay, I wasted everyone's time. Did not mean to do that. Go away. Don't want to fight you. Don't need to fight you. high enough level sufficiently. Just can't. Oh, can I climb it there? Can't. We have to take the long route. We're purposely being told to take the long route. That's fine. I just go away. Don't care. Just want to get to the thing. I just went the wrong way because I'm an idiot. That's fine. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wow, 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 wow. Ah, we're going to the place where it all kicked off. I see. Ooh, this is getting spicy. Okay. Spicy. Here we go, spicy. Oh, it's spicy. Did we fight you before at the beginning? That's the Therion? I'm sure we thought that before, though. Okay. I'm a bit disappointed that it's a dog. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like two-headed dogs. That's a cool thing in itself. But I thought it would be a person. I didn't think of... I mean, as in a person, as in a demon that took on the person's form, like we have. Yes, I was going to say. Yeah, Nico's... So, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm pausing this now. It's not Nico, the girl in question who has the emotional connection with Velvet, that could become a Therion from her death and do all this to try and make Velvet happy again. But obviously it's all, you know, in the wrong place and all that in terms of her thinking. It was her dogs that did this. Are you fucking kidding me? So, I mean, I'll give the game credit where it's due. Did not think the dogs would be the reason for this, but it was the dogs of Nico that did the thing that I accused Nico of doing. The dogs had the capacity and the intelligence to do this. Okay. I guess maybe there was a plot point at the beginning of the game where the dogs weren't attacked or affected by the demon blight at the beginning. We didn't see the dogs get affected, and therefore that's the explanation why they've become this. I will accept that if that is the plot point device they're going to use, because that's fair enough. That's an oversight on my part. Yeah. Really? I just don't know. I wish it would stop guarding. That's the one thing I do know. I want to use my thing, and I can't use the thing to the thing. No, it hurt me instead. I was trying to use... Oh, you're kidding me. Nice. Took out a third of what it was healed. We've managed to... Yeah, okay. So it healed about 9,000 health, and we managed to reverse that. I have to admit, this enemy is a lot tougher than I give it credit for, though. I'm doing a fair bit of damage to it, but it is quite a slog, because it keeps guarding, that's the problem. You devour! That's what we want to do. We can get it from the butt, do him up the butt, and that will definitely do a lot of damage. That seems to be working. Up the butt is the way forward. It's done so much damage, his health has been reduced from half to a quarter in double quick time. And I like double quick time, because it means then this video can be a reasonable length. I ran out of the SP things. Christ, run away! Run away! Just fight it head on, Velvet. It's Nico's dogs, for flip's sake. It's not like as if it's really that problematic, but apparently it is. But I think we've got it on the ropes. I think it's about to go down. Yeah. We're gonna devour you, doggy wuggies.
Sorry, pups. You're coming with me.
And I'm going to eat yours.
Velvet!
It's okay. I killed their owner. I deserve all their hate. And
So
then
yeah,
some.
this is because... So I was right that it could be Nico or Laffy,
But not now. Understand?
but instead it was Nico's dogs.
Once I get my revenge, You can tear me apart if you like. I promise. Until then, I'll need your help.
Really is there dogs? And the dogs are going to help us. I must say again, game, I didn't see this one coming.
Evaporated.
So dogs were to blame for this.
What book?
Oh, he had the original book, I
I found a copy
forgot.
of the ancient book with every page still intact. It was in Velvet's house.
Artorias' book!
The real one might still be there. We should go back to Velvet's house to search for it.
I mean, 10,000 experience points is great, but... whatever. But, really? Oh, there's an art. Cool. But, wait. This all happened, all this illusion, all of this fake stuff, which we obviously knew or guessed or whatever, was happening. All this was not because of Nico. Not because of Laffy. But because of a pair of dogs. Dogs were able to summon up this illusional village-esque thing in the hope that Velvet would return to try and lure her into believing this is true to get revenge on her for killing Nico. Dogs! Dogs were the cause. You know, I don't admit a lot of personal truths on this video. Actually, that's a lie, I do. But I'm a heavy smoker. Well, I say heavy smoker. I'm a smoker. I go on and off. I have phases where I don't smoke, phases where I do smoke. This is one of these times whereby, for me personally, in order to fathom such stupidity, one must consume several minutes of their lifespan through planted bird leaves grown in some part of America to comprehend what this game has decided to do for a plot point, which is dogs have the intellectual capacity to create an illusion so grand and dynamic and impressive and convincing because they want to avenge their owner. I mean, I get it. Dogs and humans have a symbiotic relationship, supposedly, according to the science, more so than any other two cross species on the planet, as far as we are aware or know of. I just didn't think it would go that strong. But whatever.
That was one hell of an illusion. I have to admire the skill that went into its construction.
Yeah,
The
by
castle
dogs.
probably has a tethered Moloch with a unique power on the same level as my Reaper's curse. I can think of one person who would lay such a wicked trap.
Still, we may have a new clue to the nature of Innominat. You found Innominat's book, right, Laphicet?
Yeah, in Velvet's house.
Then let's hurry to Velvet's house.
Right, they're sort of blaming it on somebody else doing this. Probably a character we've met before, using the dogs to do this. That's more believable. But not the way that the game has presented this. The game has presented the dogs did this. In which case I'm going to fight you, zombie man. Mr. Ironbones, who is probably very strong and powerful, but you're a unique enemy specimen because I've not met you before. We are barely doing any damage to it. I think this is a very, very poor idea. I don't know why I thought I could fight this guy. I think I may have completely and utterly yeah, I've certainly overmatched myself here. Oh dear. I mean, we're doing damage to it, but barely anything. And we're slow. Because zombies are slow. Not quite sure what the right strategy is. Is it healing itself? I think it might very well be healing itself. Yeah, he's healing himself. That's not helpful. I mean, we're able to pin him down. Yeah, he's healing himself. Right, he's healing himself. That's an interesting one. Yeah, he heals himself. So he damages you and takes his... Right, that's an interesting... Right, we stunned him. Okay, so he heals if he attacks you physically. Otherwise, yeah, you've got to really wail on him. Yeah, you got to really wail on him, but don't let him physically attack you, because if he physically attacks you, he steals your health. That's an interesting concept for an enemy. I like it, it's cool. Right, run away, because he does the thing. Yeah, it's when he walks on the ground, you've got to watch him. He will attack, and that may be his attack. It's weird that as an undead enemy he can guard at all, but apparently he can. Yeah, he heals, he does. That's interesting. I like it, isn't it? It's a hard fight, but he does heal. Just trying to get past that, or trying to get him in a position where that doesn't work. It's just kind of like you've got to stun lock him, basically. When he walks on the ground and he attacks you, he will heal you. I've repeated that so many times now, but you can see that. Ah, there we go, stun lock. I will beat you, Skeleton Man. There we go. Ah, shit, that did bugger all damage. Got to go to town on him, I think. It's working, but I've got to waste so much of this bloody SP. He's down to 3/4. He's getting past 3/4. It's just a question of trying to keep the momentum going, but he's going. We should be able to beat him. Just got to keep this momentum going. So unfortunately, we've broken our momentum, but he's been stunned. He's got to go down. Come on, surely he's going down. Look at this. He's going down. Yes!
That was a considerably powerful enemy.
Oh, was. We did it though. Yeah, whatever. Point big is we did it. Oh. Okay. Right. I'm going to end the video here because Jesus Christ. So yes, there's still possibly Malakim doing this, so maybe one of Voltorius's right-hand men that we've come across before, right-hand women. Either way, we've broken through it. It is what it is. And we've now, I believe, not killed the dogs, but we have enlisted them into our Therian army in order to help us confront Innominat, or whatever his name is, to do the thing we need to do. So yeah, interesting time. So can I say, ladies and gentlemen, through my drunken rambleness, thank you very much for watching. If you have done, I hope you enjoyed what I have discovered this video, although I have to say, dogs! I have 2 dogs of my own. They are not that clever. They're not capable of that stuff. But either way, thank you very much for watching if you have done. Next video, we shall make our way back to the village to look for this book, because of course this was the plot point to find the original copy of the book. And we'll carry on from there. But I'm still enjoying it, regardless of the idiocy and stupidness that this has been presented to us. I'm still having fun. So either way, take it easy, have a good one. Hope you're all well, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.